Well, it said it was going to be windy today. No doubt about that, it is. So about the only thing I know to do right now is just throw a crankbait along this rocky area. Got a big old fat white bass. So I'm just going to keep moving along here and just crank and take advantage of this wind. There he is, right there. So I'm getting them kind of shallow and just bumping these rocks. Another nice white bass on this crankbait. It makes it fun to catch them on these crankbaits. When I throw it out away from the rocks, I don't get a bite. So definitely not out very deep, but I see a lot of stuff going on in my graph. All right. He's an active one. So I'm just going to keep banging these rocks. I'm using a crankbait here. This is a Norman crankbait, shad color. It's a good crankbait for these conditions. I came out here today because of the wind's going to blow this way, so hopefully I'll keep catching. A nice school of them here. So I've talked a lot about spot lock, guys. I mean, right now I got this boat spot lock. It's a pretty heavy wind, and it's handling it really good. I tell you what, a lot of guys don't like these white bass, but they're here, they fight hard, and they're a lot of fun. I think I got a school of them still right here, so let's see if I can get some more. Hopefully you guys can hear me with all this wind. That's a nice healthy one there. Really fun fish. I've been moving around a lot today. Once this wind kicked up, came across these whites. Having a lot of fun catching them. Just a crankbait that'll go down about 10-12 feet. Throwing it in 3 to 4 feet of rocks, and it's really bumping the bottom, and that's what is triggering that strike. This is a lot of fun right here, man. I'm enjoying the heck out of this. I haven't had a whole lot of wind like this year, at least at the time of days that I come out. Now I got that wind. Oh yeah. Man, these are some healthy white bass. Beautiful. There you go, open your mouth. Oh yeah. Look at that, nice, fat, chunky. Just smacking them right along these rocks. Woo! out this way, I don't get any bites out this way. When I come up here and I hit these rocks up shallow, once that crankbait starts hitting those rocks, I just slow it down and let it bump those rocks. And that's where they are almost every time I get a bite. You're not getting a hook at me, buddy. And they'll do it too. So what happened was I circled back around. This area was really hot, and then it slowed down. These guys move around a lot chasing these bait fish all over the place. And just kind of worked my way down, came right back where I was catching them earlier, and just got another one. Sometimes I'll just chase them and just chase them up and down these areas where I know they're after that bait. Hey everybody, it's Dalton. Had a great time today. Had a totally different game plan coming out here. I was actually going to fish for crappie, and I noticed on the weather, that I was going to get some wind. The weather's not always right out here, so I wound up getting a really good wind. I found a little calm pocket here to kind of close things out, but I got a really good wind today. I was down in an area called the Narrows toward that end of the lake, and there was just this rocky area where the wind was blowing up against it really hard. Spot locked my boat and wound up catching a whole bunch of white bass. The white bass out here, they fight so hard that, if I get on them, if I wind up finding them, I'm going to stay there and catch them. They're just too much fun. Basically, I used one thing today, and I used a 6'8" Okuma EVX rod. This is a medium action. It's one of my short crankbait rods. I got a 6/8-to-1 speed spool, and I was using a Norman bait, a Norman crankbait, and wound up losing it. I've got some more somewhere at home. I got to find them, but one that's equivalent to it is a Strike King 5XD. So they both go about the same depth. They'll go anywhere from, depending on how far you cast, what line size you use, it'll go anywhere from 10 to 15 feet. And the key to a crankbait, and I threw this on a 12-pound test Seagar and Vizix, but the key to a crankbait, if you've not done a lot of crankbait fishing, you really want to, if at all possible, sometimes you may be fishing a little too deep, but if at all possible, you want that crankbait to hit the bottom. You want it to hit rocks, something, because what it does is it deflects and it makes all kinds of erratic movement, and that's what makes it such a great reaction strike bait. So when that wind kicks up, these fish already start getting more active. You throw something like that out there and you bang it on the rocks, they're going to take it every time. They can't help themselves. They're going to react to it. And so my suggestion, and this is the way I do it, today I was probably fishing anywhere from up on the bank line out to about 10 to 12 feet. So I want a crankbait that's going to go at least 15 feet. If I'm fishing, 15 feet of water, I want one that's going to go 20 feet and just kind of so on and so forth. I just want it to go deeper so that it'll get down there. I mean, like this one right here, I'll probably go about 15 feet. I have no problem throwing this in 5 foot of water because I know it's going to bump on the bottom and it's going to help me get those reaction bites. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was just so much fun catching those white bass. They fight so hard. They bend that rod. I love that. And it was just a blast today. I knew once that wind kicked up, something good was going to happen. Well, I appreciate you guys. I thank all of you that have subscribed, and if you haven't subscribed, I appreciate it if you would. I'm going to come back out here in about another 2 or 3 days. I'll talk to you guys next time.